What is going on, guys? Peace and blessings, everyone. Now I'm going to jump straight into the point. I'm going to show you guys a clip where Megyn Kelly is interviewing Mike Huckabee, and Mike Huckabee is a Christian pastor as well as a governor, and he tells a lie and Megyn Kelly calls him out on her. And let me tell you some of his lies. He said Donald Trump didn't want to ban all Muslims, but on December 7th of 2015, Donald Trump called for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims from entering the United States. Now, another one of his lies is he says people aren't being vetted properly. Well, actually, they are, because they screen the refugees and they have good record keeping in Iraq and Syria, as well as there's biometric data screening on them, as well as them being interviewed, and the process takes over a year. And another conservative or right-wing lie is majority of the refugees entering the United States are military or combat age males, where if we look at the statistics, 50% are children, 25% are over the age of 60, and 2% are combat age males. And another one of his lies is Obama wants hundreds of thousands of Syrian refugees coming into the United States, but Obama himself said 10,000. And another strategy they use is they'll say Hillary Clinton wants a 550% increase of refugees from Syria entering the United States. Will that only be a total of 65,000 Syrian refugees? Where if you look how many civilians have been murdered by their votes and stuff, and what's going on, and innocent people killed. But if we analyze a little further, listen, they don't give you the number on purpose because they know it. They just give you the statistics. For example, say someone says 100% of people who drink water die. Well, of course, everybody dies. But think of it this way. What if they said, and they really wanted to freak you out, over 25% of people who drink water dies? Okay, well, that would be a correct statement too. So they play with statistics and stuff and try to twist it into their own way. And it's kind of sad. Hillary Clinton, Christian. Mike Huckabee, Christian. And look at it. These are the same people that would preach turn the other cheek, but you'll have no cheek to turn because they'll melt it off. And on top of that, why are they such liars? And majority of Christian missionaries, actually all Christian missionaries, as well as a lot of Christian politicians and bankers, are liars. Yet they tell other people to tell the truth, even though others are telling the truth. And also, I'm going to show you guys a clip of Donald Trump and him talking about the Bible thumper preaching his Christian values, Ted Cruz, and he calls Ted Cruz a liar. And that's also funny because Ted Cruz is also a Christian liar, as well as Donald Trump. Now here are the clips.
Megyn Kelly did a rare good job here and took Mike Huckabee to task over some outright lies about Donald Trump's position on Muslims. Let's watch.
But Donald Trump doesn't want to make sure that every Muslim never comes to America. But he does want to make sure that when people come, whoever they are, not just Muslims, but whoever they are, if they immigrate to this country, they immigrate because they want to assimilate and be Americans. This young man, this young man's father and his mother really did that.
That's not what he's proposed, Governor. He proposed a Muslim ban, which only now has he changed, which he said he didn't walk it back. He says he's expanded his ban on Muslims to include Muslims from any territory that suffers terrorism. And the UAE, where this little boy at 2 years old came from, would be included. His parents are from Pakistan. That would be included. And so that's the dad's point, that his son, an American hero, would not have been here if Donald Trump had been president when they wanted to come.
Well, Donald Trump, though, has clarified, Megyn, that his intent is to make sure that people are vetted. It's not just an outright or a permanent ban. And he even said it would be a temporary suspension of immigration until we knew. Keep in mind that this was in the context of the President Obama, wanting to bring hundreds of thousands of Syrian refugees to the country.
But that's a different issue. That's a different issue.
No, it's the same issue.
Syrian refugees is a different issue. That's not the same as Trump's Muslim ban. No, it isn't. It's not at all.
It was in the context.
Banning all Muslims, even temporarily, would have scooped up this family had they been looking to come to America under Donald Trump presidency. And we wouldn't have had Humayun Khan fighting for us and saving the lives of men on the battlefield in Iraq.
So you guys saw that little debate between Megyn Kelly and Mike Huckabee, and as usual, the politicians lie. Even a broken clock is right twice a day. And notice the placement of the second, minute, and hour hand all on 6. Ooh, 666. Yeah, these guys lie more than Satan. I mean, let's see what Donald Trump has to say about another Bible thumper. Ted Cruz. Here's the clip.
You know, in all fairness to Ted, he said he's the only one that beats me, but he doesn't say I beat him 2 or 3 times for every time he wins one. And we've won the important ones, we've won the big ones, and we won last night. I mean, last night was a romp. So, you know, look, Ted, the problem with Ted is he walks in with the Bible, holds up the Bible. You know, I call him Lying Ted.
I've heard that.
Puts down the Bible, and then he lies. I've never seen a man lie this much. But even with
You think for a guy who says he's very religious, you're surprised?
No, Ted, I call him Lying Ted. He's Lying Ted. And, you know, that's his name. And I think, frankly, that name is stuck because the evangelicals are on my side. They don't like liars. Evangelicals do not like liars.
Now I want you guys to reflect upon this. In Surah Nisa, that's chapter 4 of the Quran, verse 135, it tells us to stand firm for justice and to be a witness against ourselves, our parents, the rich or the poor, and others. And ironically, these right-wing conservative Christian politicians are some of the biggest liars. And they need to take these morals of chapter 4, verse 135 of the Quran from the Creator to the creation and apply it to themselves and speak the truth, because they speak a lot of lies. Also, by their logic, the right-wing fan bases, they don't know who they're letting into the country. They don't know how to vet them. Yet they want to go in and start bombing the Middle East when they don't know who the good guys are and who the bad guys are. So by their logic, they want to go in and kill innocent civilians. That's sad. So by right-wing logic, they are terrorists. Reflect upon that. Peace.